Okay, so where do we start with this? Well, it's $2,000. What's our interest going to be? Is it going to be 8%? Say no. Oh, it will be 8%, and it'll be a quarter of a year. Or we could have done 8 divided by 4 and did 2% per quarter. So anyway, what's this going to come out to be? Say $40.
$40.
Cool. So that means we start the second quarter with $2,040. Anybody not know where the 2,040 came from? I just added the 40 back to the 2,000. So now what do we get? $40.80. Good. So we start out the next quarter with $2,080.80. Which gives us what? $40.82, right? Correct?
Yeah.
So that means, no it doesn't. $41.62. Does that look better? So that means we start out now with $2,122.42. And of course, one more time, we're going to get what? $42.45. Good. So we end up with $2167.97. Shortcut, of course, would have been to do this. 2,000 times 1.02. Where's 1.02 come from? Yeah, we took the 8% divided by 4 because it's quarterly, so it's 2% per quarter. And then the 1 is because it's 102% at the end of each quarter. The full amount plus 2%. Then, of course, I've been to the power of 4 to get through 4 quarters. Now, this may be a few cents different. Can anybody tell me why?
Rounding.
The rounding, you got it. It's actually a couple bucks different. Because the rounding in this, we're rounding off for pennies, it's going to make a little bit of difference. Some of my calculations here may have been off too. But you guys get the point. Somebody was asking me about the discounts, the last unit we did. We were doing those discounts. And for you guys, it's going to be a big thing if you actually do go into business doing construction. You'll get suppliers. As a contractor, a lot of places automatically give you a small discount, 1 or 2%, sometimes a little bit more. But if you become a good customer, you start buying a lot of materials from a given supplier, they'll a lot of times give you a larger discount. For example, let's say that you've worked your way up to the point where you're getting a 6% discount. And let's say that after your discount, you pay, let's see here, $3,760. What was the full price? I want you guys to take a second, see if you can figure that out. What would be if you paid $3,760 after receiving your 6% discount, what would the full price have been? See if you can figure that out quick. I'll give you a couple minutes. Let's take a look at this one. So anybody want to throw out some answers out there that they got?
62,622.
62,000 might be a little high. That'd be a heck of a discount. How'd you come up with the 4,000?
Divided it by 0.94.
Where'd the 0.94 come from? Okay, exactly. We have a 6% discount. If the full price is 100%, after a 6% discount, what you pay is 94%. And the $3,760 is the amount you paid. So a lot of people want to jump in and they want to find 6% of the 3,760. Guess what? That 6% has nothing to do with the 3,760. It doesn't apply to it.
Didn't you have that 225.6 back? No.
No, because the 6% isn't based off of the 3,760. The 6% is based off of whatever the full price was. But the problem is we don't know the full price. So you can look at it like this. Actually, this here forms a nice, neat little table if you wanted to. Where you have your percents over here, you put the dollar amounts over here. We are looking for this dollar amount right here, the dollar amount of the full price. We know the amount that was paid, the 3,760. So what we have is the 94%, what's left after the 6%. And we're looking for the 100%. We could actually do the calculation right in the table here if we wanted to. We'd cross that off and just say, hey, cross multiply 100 times 3,760 divided by 94 would give us that missing amount. Should come out to be $4,000. But the key is that 6% does not come out of the 3,760. So we cannot do anything with the 6% and the 3,760 together because they're not related to each other in any way. The 3,760 is what's left over after the 6% is taken out, which makes it related to 94%. Likewise, we could have a problem where we say, hey, after an 8% price increase, a tool costs $450. Find the old price. So I'll give you a second. See if you can find the old price of that tool after an 8% price increase puts it to $450. Yeah, I see where you're going. Once again, you're tempted to take that 8% and find 8% of $450 and subtract it. But is that 8% based off the $450? No, it is based off of the old price. The old price is the full amount, 100%. We have an increase. Is that increase added or subtracted? This time it is added of 8%, which means the new price is 108% of whatever the old price was. So once again, if we're looking for that old price, and we know that the new price is $450, the 8% is not related to the $450 at all. The 8% always relates to whatever was at 100% to begin with. So once again, we know that the new price is 108% of the old price. So actually right in here, we can do the same thing. 100 times 450 divided by 108. Anybody get 416.67? Perfect. So you've got to remember what the 100% is. If I set this up as 8%, and I put 450 down here, you notice 450 does not represent 100%. 100% is the old price, not the new price. The 100 always represents the initial amount, the starting amount, or the whole thing before any changes. Okay, it is time. I'm going to pass out the test for you.